Hi, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your June 1st to the 15th, 2023 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out more than you guys will ever know. It's getting me seen again by the YouTube algorithm, which I have fallen out of favor with since I had to take that break to be able to take care of sick family members. So thank you so much for liking, for commenting, for subscribing. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I adore this community. Really, it's just the best. So thank you so much. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibrations and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy we need to be mindful of, Capricorn. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. This is the Seven of Cups. This is falling into our dreams a little bit too much, which sounds like a very whimsical thing to say. And, Capricorns, we're ruled by Saturn. We're not whimsical. We're very practical oriented. But here, there's something about like the idea of it is so alluring. And we just want the idea. Like we don't want to unwrap the gift because the anticipation is just so beautiful. But like seeing what's inside is going to be like, I'm happy with that. I'm not happy with this. This is what it feels like. It's like the dream is awesome. The reality, it might be okay. It might not be okay. So just be aware of this. So this can become very all-consuming for us and also make us not want to step out into that realm of what we're dreaming of what we desire, because there's a sense of, yeah, but it's so good in my mind. And the reality, will it be good? Will it not be good? I don't know. It's like 50-50, type of deal. So just be aware of this during this time. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and Spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Here we have blissful. It is time to embrace blissful things. Things that give us joy, that bring us happiness, that really move us forward in blissfulness, in just absolute pleasure. And it doesn't have to be anything big. It can be something very small. It can be something very personal, but it's going to be something that is just blissful and joyous and beautiful to you. It moves us then to our tarot message. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Okay, so what's interesting right now is that we're way too much in our own minds. We just need to be aware of this. And with the 10 of Wands, and that's with the 8 of Swords, with the 10 of Wands, we're carrying a lot of heavy burdens. We could actually be carrying a lot of things that are just too heavy for us. So just be mindful of that. We might need to listen to our bodies more during this time, because this could be just very physical. It's like, okay, we're carrying too much and we need to listen to our bodies, to our aches and our pains, and scale it back a little bit. It's going to be interesting because we're crowned with the Page of Wands reversed. Now, this is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but this is learning new things at work. This is learning new things creatively. There we go. And this is also getting messages from spirit creatively as to how we move forward, or work-wise, how we move forward. We're not really into hearing that right now. And I'm not saying that we're denying messages or anything like that, but there is a sense of like, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to just do that again and again and again. And so here, Spirit is saying to us, just be mindful that there's something new that we could be learning, but we're not really into it right now. And so if we're being really hard on ourselves about why aren't I picking this up as quickly as other people are, or why aren't I learning this as quickly, right now there can be a mental blockage to it, but there's just a sense of like, I'm just not going to learn it that quickly. So be calmer, be patienter, be more patient, there we go, with yourself as you're learning and as you're discovering. You can also be having a really hard time with fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is a very young soul. So this might be somebody who's physically young, but this is also, I see just somebody as very immature and very set in their ways. So just be aware of that. With the Eight of Swords, we're caught in our own head. We're overthinking, we're overanalyzing, we're running over, what we've said, how we've said it, how was it perceived, how could it have been perceived. So just be aware of that with the Eight of Swords, that this can get very intense and we can really be just trapped by our own mind. We're also having a secret come forward, something that was hidden, okay, or that was pushed away. And here, that secret can make us really question everything. It's like, well, how can I move forward, and where do I need to be, and what do I desire? Because this lie, all right, this secret that we had built a lot of our identity around, or we had thought, oh, this was this way, and then it comes out that a person thought something different or said something different, and it's like, oh, well then how do I move forward from here? Like, where do I stand now? So just know that there is something here with a lot of the words that you've been carrying, or a lot of the ideas that you've been carrying, and you're like, well, that's not true, and that's not true, and that's not true. And so as we're moving forward, we're just questioning. It's like, and so what is true? Where do I want to be? What am I discovering about myself? Type of deal. And we can be really caught up in just overthinking, overanalyzing. It becomes a trap in our own mind. And that's why the dream can be just so much better, right? We don't have to worry about what anybody else is thinking or how anybody else is interpreting it. And we don't have to worry about being lied to about it. It simply lives in our own reality. So just be very aware of that. This is very, very, very alluring. And it can also be that somebody's offering you something that you've only ever dreamt of. And it's like, oh my gosh, why wouldn't I take this? Look into it a bit more. It could be the dream job, right? But look into it a bit more before instantaneously saying yes or no or anything like that. So just be aware. With the 10 of Wands, you're carrying a heavy burden. You're carrying a lot. And this is a time to start to let things go. It's like, you know what? I don't need this. I don't want this. And look at what you're holding on to. It could be physically holding on to things. We can find that we have a lot of stuff around us. And it could be just spiritually holding on to a lot of things. We're also always going to be saying, when I'm better at this, when I'm better at that. Yes, we're not in the mood to learn during this time. So we can find, learning a new craft or learning a new something to be challenging and difficult. Does it mean that we can't do it? No, it doesn't mean that at all. It means that we kind of have to get out of our own way, because we can be thinking, oh, I should instantaneously be good at this, or I'm watching videos on YouTube. Everybody else gets this so easily. And they don't show you how many times they fail. They don't show you how many times, they had to edit or how long it took them. So here, be kinder to yourself, because you're looking at yourself and you're a student, but we kind of have a skewed reality of what we think a student should be, or how we think a student should be. So if you're looking at things and you're saying, well, I'm not as young as I should be, or I'm not as this as I should be, stop. Stop, because we were going to have these roadblocks put in to have it so that we don't learn. And if we don't learn, we just get caught in our own mind, because again, that's another failure, and how will people perceive that I can't do this? And the Queen of Cups, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. This is an energy of really being healing and compassionate with ourselves. Are we having that energy around us? No. We're going to very much be like, well, I should have gotten that, and I should do this, I should do that. This is embracing the sacred feminine. It doesn't matter if we're male or female. It really doesn't matter at all. What matters here is that we're learning to love ourselves. And that can be hard. We can also be healing from having a mother figure in our life that disappointed us, or that overwhelmed us, or that didn't live up to expectations. Or, a partner in our lives that wasn't as caring or as nurturing as we needed them to be. And this is going to be a time where we're looking at things and it's like, you know what? It's time for me to start to love myself, like to start to heal, start to embrace what I want, to start to say, I'm worthy of this. And it sounds like a poster, right? You put on your, on your wall when you're a kid, but learning how to love ourselves, embracing our dream energy, what we're dreaming about, what we desire, with our mental energy of what we're thinking about and how frustrated we are, how overwhelmed we are. And is that pushing back our dreams, or is it bringing forward our dreams? Those are going to be big questions for us during this time, Capricorn. And the beginning of June seems to be showing a lot of us, not just Capricorns, but a lot of us here on this earth, what we want and what we desire, how we want to move forward and how we don't want to be living anymore. A light is being shown on this, whether it's through introspection, because we're in winter in the southern hemisphere, or it's because, of more daylight and more light being shown on the world if we're in the northern hemisphere. It doesn't really matter. But what we're going to be seeing here is an illumination of what we desire and kind of the headspace we need to be in to be able to get that. And what are we carrying? And what don't we want to be carrying anymore? There's going to be certain things where we're like, I'm fed up with this, I'm fed up with that, I'm fed up with the other thing. And as we're listing things, some of them might be people that we've collected along the way, and we can't just kick everybody out. But there can be a sense of but I can have control over this. I can take care of this. I can utilize this. And then all of a sudden, our world starts to open. And all of a sudden, we feel a lot more free and a lot more able to express our dreams, a lot more able to go after what we want. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of. This is the Prince of Cups reversed. There's a stagnation around moving forward with our heart, of just trusting our heart to guide us. There can also be a little bit of emotional immaturity coming forward. It's either on our end or on somebody else's, and it's hard to deal with. So being aware of that is very important. It moves us then to beautiful. We need to embrace beauty. As much as we are one of the most practical, zodiac signs, we also need the beauty in our lives. We need things to be beautiful. Exquisite actually is more what a Capricorn goes for. Something exquisite, something that just shines, something that you can tell by looking at it, the quality and the expense and the time that was put in. Here, that's going to be how beauty is shown to you. So just look at things like that. Like, how much time did it take to create that rock or that tree, or that piece of art that we want, or even that piece of cloth? We're going to go for the more, I'm just really seeing it as exquisite, the beautiful. But the beautiful right now in a Capricorn's sphere is something that we find is exquisite. So see what we use to define things. If we say the word exquisite, pay more attention to that. It moves us then to the Six of Pentacles reversed. There are some things that are out of balance, but we're also starting to really not feel like we have our hand out, right? Really not feel like, oh, I need a handout, or I need, I'm needing help with this, I'm needing help with that. There's more of a sense of balance coming into our world and coming into ourselves, and that's going to be a really big thing. All right, Capricorn. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and harmony. May blessings always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Capricorn. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. Have a fantastic beginning of June. God bless. Bye.